too late now, you've gone too far, you can't go, there's no going back.
Morning everyone. Right, so one of the last jobs to get done in the van is to cover the foam for the seats. So I've brought them back inside. Oh dear, the weather's absolutely horrendous again. I cannot wait to go to Portugal and hopefully get something drier and brighter. But enough mourning. So I looked for fabric to cover these, so it needs to be able to go right the whole way around. So you've got to measure your depth as well as your two widths, and this one, I just quickly do this. In total this measures 145 centimetres all the way around, and then I need a bit extra 2 centimetres on each side for a seam. So I looked for material that was at least 150 centimetres wide, because I just want to make a nice simple sleeve and then shuffle the foam in one open end, shuffle it all the way down, and hopefully make a nice simple cushion cover. So I've gone for this fabric. It is a denim. It's a medium weight denim, and luckily it measures 160 centimetres wide, which is going to be lovely. So I don't have to cut anything out on the length. I just need to cut my length widthways on the fabric when I've got enough for the whole length of each piece of foam. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm not going to show you because you've seen me crawling around on the floor plenty during these vlogs, and it's not difficult. It's just sewing one seam along the top all the way down the side and leaving the other end open. So I'm going to get on with that, and I'll show you when I've got it all tucked on to the foam. So I've cut my material to the length that I need. I've folded it so that the good side that is always going to be on show is on the inside, and I've pinned to hold it together. And so I thought it would be worth showing you how I'm going to try and, one, keep a straight seam, and two, make it just big enough so I can get it comfortably onto the piece of foam, but also make sure that it's not too baggy and saggy. So if we remember, my piece of foam was 145 centimetres wide, so half of that is 72.5. So this one, so that would mean my seam, if it was going to be really tight, would need to go to there. But trying to get these covers onto foam in the way I'm going to do it, to make it nice and easy, that would be a real struggle. So I'm going to give myself an extra centimetre or so, and over the two sides that'll be sort of about 1.5 centimetres. So I'm going to mark down here, and then that's where I'm going to sew, and that will all be tucked inside when I'm finished. me a good idea of where I need to sew so that it's not too tight, not like trying to get a wet bathing suit on, but it won't be too baggy when it's actually on the fabric. So I've got it all sewn, and I'm trying now to squash on the cover onto the foam. It's not too tight because I've given myself that little extra, but it is going to look quite snug when it's actually on. And Max has already come along and dripped water onto these, which is why I need the denim, dark and heavyweight. Let's see how we get on. What I do on the edge is tuck the pointy bit, just tuck it in on itself, and it's nice and flat, gives you a good edge. And then I will hand sew that just to keep it all in place, and the same on this side. That one's done too. Now I just have to wriggle the rest of it further down. Let's keep going. Good. Right, so I've actually got it on all the way up. It's a little bit wrinkly, so it was a bit tight at times. And then I've got my excess left here. So what I'll do when I've done the other cushion is I'll pin these in, tuck one inside the other, pin it, and then I will hand sew along to make a nice tidy finish. Here are the cushions all covered and back in situ. Just finish everything off nicely. Hope you can see the light there. Took the curtain down so a little bit more light in. So all tidy. And that'll just flatten out as it gets used or crumpled, whichever. But can't believe the change in the day. Hello everyone, so just a quick update of what we've got done this week. Not a lot because it's been so cold and wet, but I have varnished this a couple of times. It's looking a little bit patchy, so I'm going to rub it down and redo that again. I've got a couple of coats of varnish on our pull-out shelf, and that one seems to have dried much nicer. Darren's managed to get the gas in and organised. We're just going to keep that one unattached to the cooker because we want to either use it up on the workbench or when we're cooking outside we're going to pull that out and put it there. But it's just an easy to attach one. And it's going to live up here when we're travelling, so that's just all tucked in there. What else have I done this week? We have tidied up the wiring and started to put lots of bits and bobs into the cupboards. So we've got the gas all nice and safely strapped in, batteries all strapped in. This is my dumpster dive pan, so it's a triple steamer, really good just for the two of us. The only thing that was, I mean it's brand new, only thing that was wrong with it was the handle was broken, and this is a £50 Marks and Spencer's steamer because it was still in the box when we found it. So I paid £1.29, bought a wooden handle, and that's redone that as a really excellent pan, because obviously when you've just got two rings then you can just stack your veg up and cook a meal much more efficiently than lots of pans like you do in the house. We've got a bungee for when we're travelling to hold the fridge and the water in place, and I'm just going to put a wooden strip along here to stop the things sliding out from in there. What else have we done this week? You saw me do the seat covers, and we've just come in from drive. I've been driving the van for the first time. We've also fitted, for extra security, we've put a lock here across the back doors. I mean the normal lock that's on here works perfectly well. It's just your standard Ford back door transit van lock. So we just wanted something extra. Started to get bits and bobs in, some towels and stuff, and then oh yeah, I've got the curtain made to go across here. I'll show you that one inside. And then, yep, just started to get things in. That's going to be our food store. I did have a few people who asked why did I not make a video of when I did the ceiling after showing how I'd prepared all the fabric and everything. And honestly, it was so hard. I did it on my own. I don't know how I did it. But I knocked the camera over 3 or 4 times trying to do it. I tried to have it standing on the bench, I tried to have it up above the cab, I tried to even have it on the side here, and because really what I needed was 4 hands to hold this up and then staple it in and then get it taut and central and then pull it to the left and pull it to the right. I just could not film it as well. So Darren would have been more upset about me smashing the camera up rather than having the ceiling on film. But it's done and we think it looks great, and it really does make a lot of difference warmth wise. So that's about it. So apart from a little bit of varnishing to get done this week, some food shopping and giving it another clean out and then getting it packed with clothes and stuff, that's it. We will see you in Portugal. We'll see you in Portugal next week. Booked for Saturday. Take care.